Welcome to Culture Central. I'm Sorrell Carlisle. Here's what we have on today's show. The Warriors make it back to the finals. The Miami Heat force a Game 7 against the Celtics, and Zion Williamson has been cleared for takeoff. Let's start the show. Kevin Durant has to be kicking himself in the face right now. He left the Golden State Warriors in order to join forces with one Kyrie Irving, who cannot be depended on to do anything, let alone play basketball. But just 2 years after losing Kevin Durant in free agency, the Golden State Warriors are on their way back to the NBA Finals. Who thought it was possible? I certainly didn't. But the way that the front office has constructed this team around Steph Curry, with a Klay Thompson coming back off 2 years from injury, Draymond Green is still one of the best defenders in the league. They have up-and-coming players who have yet to even scratch the surface of their prime. Players like Jordan Poole, with his first round series against the Nuggets, it was definitely a Poole party. It was his coming out party. The Denver Nuggets could do nothing with him. And they also have a guy in Jonathan Kuminga who's rarely getting any run in the playoffs. He has tremendous upside. When you think about this team, you have to give credit to the unselfishness of Steph Curry, the coaching ability of Steve Kerr, and also the front office. Because when most teams lose a star player like Kevin Durant, the team usually folds and just becomes content with just being in the lottery every single year. But not this team. Not a team that's being led by Stephen Curry and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, the elder statesmen of this team. They're sort of like the Heat, but it's more of a finesse team. They drain threes from 35 to 40 feet. They play under the rim for the most part, because Steph Curry can't jump over a piece of paper most times. Klay Thompson is the most athletic guy on the court. Draymond Green is not the most athletic power forward in the league, but he is smart, and he is one of the best defensive players that I've ever seen in my lifetime. Personally, I think that the Defensive Player of the Year award should have went to him instead of Marcus Smart in Boston. But that's neither here nor there. But what I'm most impressed with from the Golden State Warriors is that they had all the opportunities in the world to just fold and be content with going into the lottery and just trading off assets and things like that. But they know that they have 3 all-stars that are at the tail end of their prime, and they have at least 3 more guys that haven't even reached their prime yet. So this team has the opportunity to extend their championship opportunity just by drafting well, signing the right free agents. Like, I almost forgot Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins was on the verge of becoming a draft bust because he didn't work out in Minnesota with the Timberwolves, but I believe he's found a home, and he's found the right role for him with the Golden State Warriors. He's become a two-way player, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and a 3rd or 4th option on a championship team. That you can't ask for anything else from a guy like that. Who knows who they're going to play? Is it going to be the Boston Celtics? Is it going to be the Miami Heat? Hopefully I think it's the Miami Heat, because we all know that I'm a Miami Heat fan. But whatever happens with this Golden State Warriors team, it will be something interesting to watch. Stay tuned. I'm sure they will not fail to impress. Zion Williamson. I wish that I had a audience back in his NBA draft when I was completely right, so I believe, that the New Orleans Pelicans should have drafted Ja Morant #1 overall. Because Zion Williamson has missed, I think, over 60% of the games that he could have played in the NBA, mostly due to injury. This guy is, I believe he's like 6'8", 6'9", and 300 pounds. And he has a history of lower body injuries. And I'm no doctor, but I know common sense tells me that the older a guy gets, most of the time, the heavier the guy gets. And I think Charles Barkley said it best. Fat young guys don't become skinny old guys. It's usually a progression that they become bigger and bigger and bigger. And the thing I don't like about Zion Williamson is that he has failed to provide or show any commitment to his health, to his body, to the team that drafted him in the New Orleans Pelicans. It has been reported that he is not happy with the organization and he would like to play somewhere else. And what's the most disappointing of it all is he is eligible for a rookie max extension. Now, me personally, that is not something that I would offer him, but the New Orleans Pelicans are kind of stuck with trying to keep a guy like him. But if you look at the playoffs, the round 1 playoff series with the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Phoenix Suns, they took the #1 overall seed in the Phoenix Suns to 7 games without a Zion Williamson. And that's with a brand new to the fold CJ McCollum. And that team is young and they're going to do nothing but get better and better. And just seeing what they did without Zion Williamson doesn't make me feel good that he can add that much to the team. So, in my opinion, that they should probably just go ahead and sign him to the rookie max extension. And I think they should probably think about trading the guy, because with someone like with his upside, teams will be flocking to give up a lot of assets in order to gain his services. Mostly teams like the New York Knicks, who have no problem with giving away assets for 1 star and a less proven asset. They've done it numerous times, and off the top of my head, I can think that they've done it with Carmelo Anthony. They've done it with Julius Randle, and it seems very likely that the New York Knicks would do something like that. So if I'm the New Orleans Pelicans, I would sign him to the rookie max extension and then think about trading him and get better assets to better fill out that team, because his history says that he will not remain healthy throughout his whole career, and he will probably end up being a player sort of like a Blake Griffin, which Blake Griffin was an all-star. He did have a couple good years in the league, but overall he was not one that could take your team over the top. So there you have it. That's our show for today. Don't forget to look us up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Culture Central. Until next time.